Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel KDO Person, where you can embark on an inspiring language learning voyage with us. So today's video, where we are about to explore an exciting journey into a new concept that might be new for many of you. But before we dive deep into this fantastic topic, I've got an interesting story that I like to share with you. It's a story that perfectly sets the stage for what's to come. So let's move on. Once upon a time, in a busy city, there was a school named Harmony Elementary. At Harmony, learners from all walks of life gathered to learn and grow together. One sunny morning, a new teacher named Miss Anne arrived at the school filled with excitement and passion for teaching languages. Miss Anne was assigned to teach English as a second language in a classroom known as Language Land. As she entered the new classroom, she noticed the walls of the classroom were adorned with colorful posters of languages from around the world, and there was a big globe in one corner. Also, she noticed the diversity of her learners because there were learners who spoke Spanish, Arabic, Chinese, German, and many other different languages, all eager to learn English. It was true melting pot of cultures and backgrounds. She noticed a new learner named Amina arrived at the class. She came from a distant land where people spoke a language no one in the village had ever heard before. So Amina was nervous about joining the class because of that, fearing she wouldn't understand anything. And she walked into the classroom. She was greeted by a warm smile from Miss Anne. Miss Anne always believed that Language Land should not just be a place of learning English. It should be a place where all learners felt welcome, respect, and included. Then she began her lesson by saying a nice greeting to her learners. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start on a magical journey through the world of English. But before we begin, let's celebrate our diversity. Then she asked each learner to share a greeting in their native language, and the classroom filled with many more warm welcomes in various languages. The learners beamed with pride as they showcased their linguistic ability. Miss Anne then introduced something to her learners. She explained, in our classroom, everyone is unique, and that's what makes us special, just like our languages. We all have different abilities, backgrounds, and experiences. But here we will support each other, learn from one another, and grow together. Time has passed as school year progressed. Language lands transform into a place of harmony where all learners flourish not only in learning English but also in building lifelong friendships. Language Land was no longer just a classroom. It was a symbol of unity, diversity, and inclusivity. And Miss Anne's dedication to creating that language classroom had transformed into a magical place where every learner felt they truly belonged. The story that you listened earlier provides us a nice example about an inclusive classroom. But actually, do you know what's meant by an inclusive classroom? So then, let's dive into the inclusive education. Imagine a vibrant garden where all kinds of flowers bloom together, each with its unique color, shape, and fragrance. In this magical garden, every learner is like a precious bloom, valued for their individual beauty and strength. So, it's a place where learners of various backgrounds, abilities, and talents come together to learn and grow. It's just like a beautiful mosaic made from different pieces. So an inclusive classroom include of different cultures, languages and perspectives. They are the teachers like us to gardeners, nurturing each learner's potential, provide the right support and helping them bloom. Learners are not just learners they are teachers too because they are sharing their unique knowledge and experience with each other. So, an inclusivity is the sun that shines brightly, ensuring that every bloom gets the right warmth and the light it needs to flourish. It's a gentle rain that waters the roots for each learner's growth and making sure no one feels left out. An inclusive classroom is not just a place of learning, it's a place of community of acceptance, respect, and kindness. Also, it's a place where every learner feels they belong, where differences are treasured, and where the beauty of diversity enriches the learning experience of everyone. So, in a sense, an inclusive classroom is like a magnificent garden of learning, where every learner is unique and beautiful flower, and together they create a tapestry of knowledge and understanding that is more vibrant and rich because of their diversity. So, inclusion is not only about physical presence but also about creating a supportive and respectful atmosphere that fosters the academic, social, and emotional growth of every individual learner, ensuring that no one is left behind. So, when thinking about inclusive education, there are so many techniques, methods, applications, as well as principles that we can use. So when thinking about special inclusive teaching, universal design concept takes a crucial role. So let's move on to that and see what's meant by universal design, what's the connection between universal design and inclusive education, and how universal design support to create an inclusive learning background to cater the diverse needs of learners. So let's move on. Universal design principle is an approach to designing products, environments, and systems that are accessible and usable by learners of all ages and abilities. The goal of the universal design is to create an inclusive and barrier-free designs that accommodate a wide range of learners without the need for adaptation or specialized designs. Under universal design principles, it encompasses three key elements. These elements provide a comprehensive framework for creating an inclusive and accessible designs that are catered to a diverse range of learners. So let's explore each element along with its sub-principle. But before we move on to that, first let's look at what are the initial principles which are come under universal design. They are provide multiple means of engagement, provide multiple means of representation, and provide multiple means of action and expression. So let's explore them. So let's move on to the first principle, which is provide multiple means of engagement. It is designing products and experiences that are interesting, motivating, and inclusive. It aims to engage learners actively and sustain their interest throughout an interaction. As an example, we can provide educational games which motivate them. So, under this main principle, there are three sub-principles, namely, provide options for recruiting interest, provide option for effort and persistence, and provide option for self-regulation. So, let's look at what are these sub-principles. Provide option for recruiting interest. It means it allowing learners to participate in designing of classroom activities and provide inputs and activities which personalize and contextualize to the learners' lives. So these activities are appropriate for the culture, their age, ability, their differences, their ethnics, and also the gender. Provide options for effort and persistence. It means creating cooperative learning groups with clear goals, roles, and responsibilities and let them to work in collaboratively while encourage for peer interaction. Provide option for self-regulation. It provides support activities that encourage self-reflection and identification of personal goals. So there we can use portfolios. So let's move on to the second main principle, which is provide multiple means of representation. Simply, it focuses on how information and content are presented to learners at the same time. Also, it aims to provide information in a way that is clear, understandable and easy perceivable by all regardless for learners' cognitive, sensory and linguistic abilities. So as an example, we can use closed captioning on a video. It provides textual representation of spoken content and making the video accessible to all individuals. So under this main principle, there are three sub-principles which are included. They are provide different options and opportunities for perception, provide options for language, and provide option for comprehension. So let's explore them. Provide different options and opportunities for perception. So there we can use and provide customizing inputs by using visual, textual and auditory medias. Provide option for languages. In here we can provide alternative clarifications and break down complex concepts such as grammatical structures and patterns and illustrate things such as vocabulary via multiple medias. Lastly, we can provide option for comprehension. It means while activating the learner's prior or background knowledge, we can provide multiple means when explaining concepts and highlight or emphasize key elements in the text where necessary to help learners. So let's move on to the last principle, which is provide multiple means of action and expression. This focuses on ensuring that learners can interact with products and environment effectively. Also, it emphasizes the ease and efficiency of learners' actions and ability to express themselves through various means. As same as this principle also consists with three sub-principles which are interconnected. They are provide option for physical action, provide option for expression and communication, and provide option for executive functions. So let's explore them one by one. Provide option for physical action. It means it provides alternatives in requirements for rate, timing, speed and race for motor actions which are required to interact with instructional materials. Provide option for expression and communication. So there we can use multiple medias and tools when communication. Lastly, provide option for executive functions. So there we can guide learners, support for their planning and managing things, and enhance the capacity of monitoring via self-assessment. So there we can use portfolios. So these three main principles and their sub-principles elegant by catering to diverse learning styles and abilities, and it supports to inclusion by making the content, activities, materials and many other things which are accessible to all learners regardless for their learning needs and preferences. So, we have reached to the end. Hope you all got a perfect idea about the concept which we focused today. If you have any doubts or if you have any idea about that, please leave a comment below. Also, if you want more details about inclusive education and inclusive practices, please refer to the links which are mentioned in the description box as well. So, see you in the next series. Thanks for watching and don't forget to leave a comment about the video. And share, like and subscribe. Have a great day.